Hi everybody, Andy here with etrailer.com. Let's take a look together at these Diode Dynamics SS5 Sport LED driving pod lights with brackets. Now these 5-inch LED combo pod lights are going to act as an auxiliary high beam and increase your visibility to keep you safe. As you can see, I have this light connected to my power source already, and what you're currently seeing is one of my favorite features of these lights. That's the backlight feature, but more on that in just a moment or two. I also have this light installed on the bracket that's included with this kit. So this bracket is going to allow easy, simple installation virtually anywhere on your vehicle. You're going to get the hardware to install the bracket with the light onto your vehicle, and then you'll also get the hardware to install the light into the bracket. And as you can see, when you have the light in the bracket, you're going to be able to adjust the angle basically wherever you want it. And then once you have that angle set, you'll just tighten down the hardware on either side and it'll hold that angle and you'll be good to go. Now these brackets are constructed of sturdy aluminum, so they're going to hold up really well for you. You're not going to have to worry about corrosion or anything like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn my studio lights off here and go back to our wide view to show you this backlight. This backlight is amber in color, and it's going to be great for a stylish touch to your vehicle or give you just a little bit more visibility when you're not using that main beam. Speaking of that main beam, let me fire that up. I'm going to turn this to the angle here just so it doesn't blind you there. So again, you see the difference there with our backlight and then our main beam. Let's see if I can turn this light to shine on the wall behind me just so you can see that beam. Now this driving pattern is going to give you enough width to light up a standard road or trail. And this light, these lights have a color temperature of 3000 Kelvin, so that yellow color is going to be great for bad weather. It's going to cut through that rain and fog. These lights have a raw lumen rating of 4800 lumens and a measured lumen rating of 3700 lumens. And turning my studio lights back on here, you can still see that light and just how bright it is. Now going back in for a close-up, these lights have a peak beam intensity of 103,000 candela. And in case you don't know, candela ratings measure the directional light output, and it's how anything is rated where you want light shining in a specific direction. Lumen ratings are just for omnidirectional output, like your regular light bulbs, where you want light shining in all directions. But for a more detailed description of these ratings, you can visit this product page on our website, or Diode Dynamics provides additional information that you can find. Now the power draw on that main beam is 2.8 amps. The backlight is 0.24 amps. These lights are designed with the newer technology known as custom TIR optics. TIR stands for total internal reflection. So unlike the older technology that uses reflectors or simple projector lenses, which aren't too efficient at focusing all of the light where you want it, this custom designed large TIR optic actually collects and then focuses all of that light forward very efficiently. And then instead of having another external lens, certain lens patterns have been molded directly into the surface of this lens. So that's going to prevent the normal efficiency loss that you have with an outside lens. As you might know, when you shine light through any type of glass or plastic, you could lose up to 10% of that light just from it shining through. So by making it as a part of this lens, you're actually going to pick up some efficiency rather than lose it. Now this does include the industry standard integrated Deutsch style connector, and so obviously I'm using the pigtail that comes with this light to power it, but just to show you, here's that pigtail with that Deutsch style connector. That's going to plug securely in place into the back of this light. While we're looking at the back of this light, I wanted to show you that we do have 2 breather patches, so they're going to help prevent any moisture buildup in these lights. And then on the back housing here, we have these heat sinks that's going to help dissipate heat quickly to increase the longevity of these lights. Now these lights have been built with high intensity LED chips, and they do feature a durable powder coated aluminum construction. That heavy duty construction is going to do a great job of withstanding extreme temperatures, heat, vibration rather, and corrosion. Now, testing has been completed to SAE standards, just like your factory lighting components. And an interesting fact is that Diode Dynamics actually designed, engineered, and assembled these lights right down the highway from us at their headquarters here in the greater St. Louis area. Let's look at some measurements. Looking at the overall width from end to end, we're sitting really close to 5 1/8 inches wide. That's going to be the same measurement for our height, but when you add the bracket to the light, that's obviously going to increase the height by a little bit. So from the top of the light to the bottom of our bracket, depending on the angle of the light, we're going to be sitting pretty close to 5 1/2 inches tall. Looking at the depth from the front of the light to the end of our heat sinks, we're going to be pretty close to 2 3/4 inches deep. Now, these lights do draw a high current and they do require adequately sized wiring for safe operation. So if you're not using a Diode Dynamics wiring harness, you do want to use wiring that's going to be sized at 16 gauge or larger to ensure safe operation. Now, I do want to let you know that we do carry a wide selection of lights from Diode Dynamics, different sizes, different power levels, different colors, different features. So if these lights aren't exactly what you're looking for, take a look at the other offerings that we have from them, and I'm confident you're going to be able to find just what you need. Well, that's going to wrap up our look today. I do hope that our time together has been illuminating for you. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.